Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Gids. Thank you so much for joining me for today's fragrance review. Now, I'm going to be reviewing a fragrance from the house of Dior. It is this fragrance here. This is Dior Sauvage Elixr. This is the newest release from the house of Dior, from the Dior Sauvage line. It's a flanker to Dior Sauvage, which is, of course, an incredibly popular men's fragrance and one which you smell everywhere. I myself used to wear Dior Sauvage the Eau de Toilette for many, many years. And eventually I just kind of got to a point where I moved away from it, which, you know, there's nothing wrong with Dior Sauvage. I know there's a lot of people who love to bash that fragrance in the fragrance community, but I am not here to do that. I'm just going to give you my honest thoughts of this latest flanker. So this literally just came out, I think 4 or 5 weeks ago. And this fragrance is described as a more spicy, aromatic version of Sauvage. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really see much of a connection to the Sauvage family, and like a lot of people, I just think this could have just been its own fragrance. It didn't need to be under the flanker of Sauvage. So what you get in this fragrance is, in the top you get lots of spices. So it opens with cardamom, cinnamon and nutmeg. So you get lots of lovely spices that come at you in the fragrance. There's also a bit of freshness which comes from the grapefruit. And then in the sort of heart of the fragrance, you have lavender, which kind of gives it a nice soft aromatic touch as well. But the spices really come at you when you first spray the fragrance. So I'll just do a little spray on card. It mists really nicely as well. Yeah, so there's lots of spice that comes straight at me, and it's quite aromatic and fresh at the same time. Now, in the base of the fragrance, you've got a lot more warmer notes. So you have some amber, you've got patchouli, some sandalwood, and you have a note of licorice. Now the licorice, in my opinion, is I think where it gets its sweetness. So it has this kind of sweet, syrupy vibe to the fragrance, which is actually really, really nice. On your skin, you will notice it gets sweeter, it gets warmer, which is why definitely sample this on skin, because it's very important. On card, it's lovely. And I did try this fragrance 3 times. The first time that I tried it, I was like, okay, this is nice. The second time I was like, actually, you know what? That is really nice. And then the last time I tried it, I was like, okay, I need to buy this fragrance. That's gonna be my next purchase. But I obviously made sure that I really like the fragrance. And what I love about it is it has just the right amount of sweetness, the amount of spice and warmth. So it is a kind of warm, deep, fresh, spicy fragrance, which is very, very classy and very, very smooth. I was really impressed with how smooth this fragrance is. There's no kind of sharpness or harshness. To me, Sauvage is it's not a bad fragrance, but it really comes at you. There's a sharpness, especially in the Eau de Toilette with Sauvage. But this one is just really warm and sweet and very, very, very well blended. Now, the perfumer is Francois Demarche, who makes all of Dior's fragrances. He's their in-house perfumer, and I think he's done a really, really good job. In terms of things like performance, this fragrance will definitely give you at least 6 to 8 hours of performance. I got around the 7-hour mark, which for me is fine. I think that's still above average for a fragrance. This fragrance only comes in a 60 ml size bottle. That's because the idea of this fragrance is it's a more concentrated, richer fragrance. And when I was speaking to the sales associate at Dior, she was basically explaining to me that the oil concentration in this is a lot higher. Therefore, the idea is you need less of it for it to last, project, etc. I would definitely agree with that. I would definitely give this a massive thumbs up. I think they did a good job. I think Francois Demarche did a really good job with this fragrance. Do give it a try. I know people are probably thinking, here we go, another flanker for Sauvage, but this is actually a really, really good release in my humble opinion. I've been wearing it and enjoying it, and it's just been really, really nice to wear. I wear it to work, but this could also work, you know, if you've got a date or if you're going to an evening event. I think this would be a really, really lovely option. So yeah, I hope this review was helpful. I would definitely give this a thumbs up. And guys, if you've not tried it, definitely go out and try it. It is a really beautiful fragrance. Very, very lovely. So that was my honest review of Dior Sauvage Elixr. Give me a thumbs up and of course subscribe. And I will be back to do more videos very, very soon. Take care, guys.